I apologize for the late start. I would like to call the meeting to order. Open Public Meeting Act statement.
In accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act, the Board Secretary has forwarded notice of this meeting for advertising by having the date, time, and place thereof posted in Secaucus Town Hall on the Bulletin Board of the Education Administration Building, as well as notice being provided to the Bergen Record and District website.
Flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mr. Bartletta,
Present.
Mr. Bolanino, Ms. Diodata,
Present.
Mr. Barry,
Present.
Mr. Diombre,
Present.
Ms. Geller,
Present.
Ms. Howard,
Present.
Mr. Lewis,
Present.
Mr. Lyons.
Present.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes for February 13th, 2025.
Second.
Discussion. Call the roll.
Mr. Bartletta,
Approve. Yes.
Mr. Bolanino,
Yes.
Ms. Diodata,
Yes.
Mr. Barry, Mr. Diombre,
Yes.
Ms. Geller,
Yes.
Ms. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Lewis,
Yes.
Mr. Lyons.
Yes.
Showcase.
I'm going to change mine to,
I'm sorry, can just hang on one second. We have to go back to the approval. Oh, you were there. Okay. Okay, never mind. Showcase, continue.
Good evening. I'm Rob Valente, principal of Huber Street School. My partner, my crosstown partner, principal of Clarendon School, Chrissy Candela. Ms. Candela's voice for any Clarendon students here. Anybody from Clarendon, raise your hand, please. As you know, Ms. Candela's voice has been gone for about a week, so I will be reading on behalf of both of us. For those of you who remember who Vanna White is, Ms. Candela is our Vanna this evening. We are proud to recognize students from Clarendon School, Huber Street School, Secaucus Middle School, and Secaucus High School for their meaningful contributions to the Secaucus Cares and Hygiene Project. Their efforts embody our mission to promote respect, integrity, and a commitment to serving others by giving back to the community. These students have demonstrated empathy, leadership, and a strong sense of civil responsibility. This act of service is a powerful reflection of our core values and shows how students can make a lasting impact beyond the classroom. Ms. Candela and I are going to begin calling students from all four schools. We ask that you do come up to Ms. Candela and then wait by the step and repeat, which I'll be honest, I only learned recently that it was called a step and repeat, but that's the big banner over there. Kian Gira. Sanaya Gupta. Grisma Padke. Advita Banagud. Chinmay Bandarkar. Atharv Banagud. Am I going too quickly, Vanna? Nandita Aripaka. Ryan Guerra. Vinod Dwivedi. Anay Saxena. Aryan Kanjandani. Jasrina Kaur. Shreya Arjun. Aktish Saxena. Harshika Gupta. Twisha Deer. Shreya Pare. Anya Mehta. Inaya Faraz. Sia Sahu. Krisha Borlar. Lahar Mehta. Dia Chandarana. Sanvi Mehta. Alishba Faraz. Sia Chopra. And Sahidi Reddy. Miss Candela and I are not done yet. Huber Street School proudly hosted the Hudson County Academic Bowl on Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. The spirited competition brought together bright young minds from 6 districts within the county: Bayonne, Harrison, Jersey City Community Charter School, North Bergen, Secaucus, and Union City. Each district was represented by a team of 6 competitors who demonstrated their academic excellence. The preliminary stages of the event consisted of 6 rigorous rounds, each featuring 15 middle school level questions spanning a wide range of academic disciplines. Students displayed impressive teamwork and quick thinking as they tackled challenging questions throughout the competition. Tonight, we honor the 6 students who participated in the Academic Bowl and brought home the 3rd place trophy for our school district throughout the entire county of Hudson County. Our representatives from Clarendon School: Arav Gadakar, Ashna Sa, Kavi Shivani, and from Huber Street School, Vidhan Dangal. Neela Kadimi. And Mason Stam. On Saturday, February 8th, the Huber Street School Scripps Spelling Bee champion competed in the Hudson County Scripps Spelling Bee. This annual competition brings together talented young spellers from various schools across Hudson County. Tonight, we honor our 2 elementary school winners who represented the Secaucus Public School System in the Hudson County Spelling Bee. From Huber Street School, Vidhan Dangle. And from Clarendon School, Eric Francis. Fourth and fifth grade students at Clarendon School and Huber Street School demonstrated their impressive global knowledge during the annual Geography Bees. This exciting event is designed to ignite a love for learning about our world and to encourage students to think globally. After 20 intense and engaging rounds, 20 rounds, we are thrilled to honor our 2025 winners tonight. From Huber Street School, our third place winner, Anik Shah. Our second place winner, Adrik Ray. And taking home first place, Chinmay Bandarkar. From Clarendon School, third place, Ashna Sa. In second place, Neve Gupta. And taking home first place from Clarendon School, Sofyan Abdul Magid. We are almost done with the elementary prizes. Clarendon and Huber Street schools participate in the Unified Schools Initiative in partnership with the U.S. Department of Education and Special Olympics New Jersey. The Play Unified School Partnership aims to build a society of acceptance and inclusion for all people. We know that students, with their energy, idealism, and creativity, can be not only participants, but leaders in this mission. The Play Unified Club gives young people the tools, platforms, and empowerment to be the change makers in helping us reach this vision. In this program, students have the opportunity to interact through sports, competition, social, academic, and recreational activities. The Play Unified Club builds character, increases acceptance of others, develops leadership skills, and enhances the school community. Tonight, we would like to honor 4 students who truly went above and beyond to promote this mission in our schools. Those students are Dorian Anderson, Averly Aponte, Brianna Howard, and Liana Salvatore. Thank you so much. Good night.
Lousy voice. I just want to offer the elementary schools, the families, an opportunity. If you would like to leave, I know it's late, so if you have to get home, bed, whatever, you're welcome to leave now. You're not missing anything. You got your certificates, and we won't mind if you want to take a minute to leave. Okay? Thank you for coming.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Danielle Garzone, principal of Secaucus Middle School, and I'm so proud to share some spring highlights that reflect the remarkable accomplishments of our students. We begin with the 2025 Secaucus Middle School Spelling Bee themed Believe in the Power of Words. Our Secaucus Middle School champion, Ariane Bansal, a dedicated 6th grader who went on to represent Secaucus at the Hudson County Spelling Bee, competing alongside 76 top spellers from grades 3 to 8. Ariane's preparation and confidence were truly impressive. He represented our school with excellence, and we couldn't be prouder of his accomplishment. Congratulations, Ariane, and he already came up to get his certificate. Next, we are excited to recognize the students who were selected to represent Secaucus Middle School at the 2025 Hudson County STEM Showcase, held on March 3rd at Liberty Science Center. This prestigious event highlighted original scientific and engineering projects from talented students across the county, and we are proud of our participants for their creativity, hard work, and dedication to STEM. Students, when I call your name, please come forward to Mr. Vigiani to receive your certificate and to take a picture. In 6th grade, we have Sia Sahu, Harshita Gupta. In 7th grade, Ranbir Batalala, Ane Saxena, Aktish Saxena. Twisha Deer. And Anya Mehta. In 8th grade, we have Shreya Arjun. And Kanchana Chosky. Congratulations. And finally, we're proud to celebrate the success of our TSA team who delivered an outstanding performance at the New Jersey State Conference at TCNJ, earning 8 trophies while competing against more than 20 schools from across the state. Their achievements have earned them spots at the National TSA Conference this summer. Thank you to their advisor, Ms. Mendez, for her support throughout the year. Congratulations to our incredible team. Students, when I call your name, please come up to the front to Mr. Vigiani to receive your certificate. Shreya Arjun. Kanak Joshki. Pranita Chowdhury. Som Joshi. Papa Usman Naing. Manav Patel. Shreya Patel. Divit Sharma. Anand Swaminathan. Christopher Antau. Prisha Bowler. Twisha Deer. Vinod Davidi. Adrit Joshwal. Shreya Kakadia. Aradia Singh. Farrell Vamanjor. Lauren Emma Wang. Om Akbari. Athrav Bandagur. Ranbir Batala. Arjun Chowdhury. And Giselle Harwood. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Steve Vigiani, principal of Secaucus High School. This year, we have 38 students receiving the seal of biliteracy. By achieving this, students demonstrate that they're able to speak, read, listen, and write in 2 or more languages at a very high level of proficiency. When I say demonstrate, that means they take a very rigorous test. Upon earning this honor, students will have the New Jersey Seal of Biliteracy insignia placed on their transcript, and tonight they will be receiving a certificate from the state of New Jersey. The number of students graduating with this certificate has doubled in the past, more than doubled in the past 5 years. Just to give you an idea, the first year that we provided students with this certificate, 16 students. This year we have 38. So a special thank you to our World Language Supervisor, Christina Wiswesser, our World Language teachers, Mrs. Rodriguez, Ms. DeGennaro, Ms. Beltran, Ms. Culligan, and also to our ML teachers, Ms. Spellmeyer and Mrs. Namendorf, for their assistance in helping our students achieve this accomplishment. Students, as I call your name, Dr. Garzone has your certificates. Anika Antala. Disha Puptani. Dana Bravo. Salmadi Caminero. Daniela Castro. Lena Colon. Alejandra Coronel. Fraylin Diaz Gomez. Jacqueline Diaz. Iklis Johar. Ashley Enrique. Heidi Ferrero. Brian Gonzalez. Rashi Jakatia. Dhruv Katadia. Lucia Malfa Mendez. Iman Mahmoudi. Ian Marcoux. Ashley Naranjo. Manuela Tavares Lopez. Luis Pacheco. Daniel Pelez. Sean Panamino. Swayam Patel. Danielle Rodriguez. Victoria Sicardi. 2 languages. Tomas Salazar. Arya Shroff. Mariana Valente. Brianna Ventura. Samuel Vega. Paula Vivanco. 2 languages. Amber Villacres. Isabel Umana. Paul Yun. Need a bigger step and repeat. I'll have to order that next year. We have two more presentations at the high school. We also, hi, Paul, you're next again. Paul, you're next. Right up there. Paul Yoon. Paul Yoon is Secaucus High School salutatorium. He has a GPA of a 4.776. Paul is not, yep, that certainly deserves a round of applause. Paul is not only academically gifted and deeply involved in extracurricular activities, but he's also a compassionate and mature leader. In addition to being named salutatorium, Paul was presented with the Citizenship Award on Tuesday at the Senior Awards Assembly, extremely well-deserving of this recognition. He is a member of all 6 honor societies. He is a varsity soccer captain, indoor and outdoor track and field member, president of the SGO Executive Board, and Paul was elected as the Board of Education student representative, where he consistently provided insightful feedback and promoted initiatives. His interpersonal skills, leadership, and dedication to positive change has left a lasting impact on our school. Paul will be attending NJIT in the fall. I'm sure he will continue to make an outstanding impact. Congratulations, Paul. We're going to miss you next year.
Mr. Vigiani, I'm just going to just piggyback off of your speech and say a little something on behalf of the Board of Education about Paul. Paul, we wish you well in your future endeavors. It was a pleasure having you as part of our board representing the students of Secaucus High School. And let's give him a round of applause, everyone. It's just a little...
Dhruv? Dhruv, you can come up here while I talk about you. Dhruv Katadia, named valedictorian, class of 2025 at Secaucus High School. Dhruv has an outstanding GPA of a 4.876. Dhruv is ranked first in his class. He's a member of the STEM Academy, and he has taken the most rigorous coursework, earning AP Scholar with distinction and induction into all 6 honor societies. His academic achievements include conducting aerospace research published by IEEE and presenting at the MIT Research Conference. Dhruv is also active in clubs such as JSA, robotics, math, and chess, where he earned the AMC top score, and he serves as captain of the tennis team. Focused and well-rounded, Dhruv is driven to pursue a future in aerospace or mechanical engineering and finance, and he will be attending Princeton University in the fall. Congratulations, Dhruv. Last presentation. Not a student, the class advisor, class of 2025 advisor, Ms. Kim Lindner. Ms. Lindner, I know you've been here since 7 o'clock this morning, so I'm going to make this quick. Ms. Lindner has spent the past 4 years with the class of 2025, organizing countless fundraisers, a tricky tray that raised over $30,000, 4 Spirit Weeks, 100+ rehearsals for lip sync, an Easter Bunny breakfast fundraiser, haunted high school senior trips, pool days, 12 pep rallies, 2 proms, junior and senior. Senior prom was at the Legacy Castle. Miss Linder is, as her students put it, said, Derek, how was the prom? He said, Miss Linder's the GOAT, greatest of all time. In addition to this important role, Ms. Linder is our ceramics teacher and a real expert in her field. We are extremely grateful for everything you do. And I'm not kidding, this is this might be an early night for you. You spend a lot of late nights here. We really appreciate everything you do for the class of 2025 for the entire Secaucus School District. Thanks, Ms. Lindner.
Thank you, Mr. Vigiani. Thank you to everyone for staying. I apologize again for us coming out late, and congratulations to all the honorees on behalf of the board. We're proud of all of you. Thank you so much.
What about the hygiene project kids? Are the hygiene project kids, have they been honored? Are they getting certificates here tonight? That's not what I'm asking. Are they getting certificates here tonight? You are kidding me. After we've emailed back and forth saying they'd be recognized tonight and they're not being recognized here tonight. This is unacceptable. For any members of the hygiene club, I apologize. I was given information that you'd be honored tonight, and I just found out that you're not being honored tonight, and I apologize profusely.
They were honored. They were the first.
I sit corrected because I was just told a minute ago they would not be honored tonight because it was not a school function. Now I found out they were honored tonight, so thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Garzone. Grace?
I would just like to announce that tonight, the presentation that was going to be presented by Board President Ms. Diodetta and our acting superintendent, Mr. Voorhees, has been postponed and will be presented at a later date and time. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Correspondence? Oh, I'm sorry. Student representative, I'm sorry, Paul.
It's no problem. Okay. Yeah, to start us off, on May 16th, we had two survivors of the Seton Hall University fire in 2000, Alvaro and Sean. They spoke to our high school. Today, they traveled across New Jersey, sharing their powerful story of resilience as burn survivors. This assembly not only taught us how to overcome hardship, but to thrive through difficult times as well. 3 days later, we had our Life Skills Day. We had several stations that demonstrated different aspects in adult life to be aware of. This included drunk driving, self-defense, car maintenance, cooking, laundry, and even how to pick up daily hobbies. Thank you to Mr. Vigiani, Ms. Jones, Mr. Caruso, the Guidance Department, Arrive Alive, Secaucus Police, SNS Auto, Partners in Prevention, Ms. Pachigalupo, Ms. Oaks, and all the sponsors for this incredibly informative day. For the 39th Annual Hudson County Alliance of Teen Arts, Grace Ng won top honors for her piece, Reflective Friends. Also, congratulations to the following who are giving judges awards: Glenn Wan, Ksenia Slachikaya, Nania McLymont, Iris Lynn, Yola Beth Portillo, Isabella Pablo, Sybil Martinez, and Bria Valentina. Special thank you to Ms. Lindner and Ms. Jimenez for guiding these students and helping making these accomplishments possible. On May 29th, we had our senior prom at the Legacy Castle. It was a really beautiful venue. It was massive, and we really had a great time there. Thank you to Class Slate and our class advisor, Ms. Lindner, for setting it up and making the night unforgettable. Paper Mill Playhouse hosted their annual Rising Star Awards for theater students across New Jersey on June 3rd. Congratulations to Trinity Sarmiento for winning a $1,000 scholarship and getting presented an award at this ceremony. Mrs. De La Cruz and the rest of the theater family is very proud of their accomplishments thus far. We had senior pool day on Junior 4th. We had food catered from Tolly's, spent the entire day there, and the weather was really great. 2 days later, we had the STEM fair, and I have a extensive list of names of all the people that won medals. To start us off, we got the 9th graders, Vera Bairolia, Penelope Campo, Ineska George, Prisha Gupta, Alyssa Lee, Sanvi Mehta, Judah Mato, and Sahidi Reddy, sorry. The 10th graders, we have Anania Bajpai, Ria Bardwaj, Mai Ghosh, Lucas Rodriguez, Bennett Tran, and Sarah Veloz. For our 11th graders, we have Simran Batla, Sofia Guzman, Riley Hernandez, and Isha Patel. And for 12th grade medalists, we have Rashi Jakatia, Paul Yun, Shashwat Namdar, Dhruv Kataria, and Armand Shah. Special thank you to Mr. Caruso and Ms. Swami for putting this event together. It was very awesome, yeah. And we had several alumni come and judge as well, so it was really cool seeing old friends there as well. We went to Six Flags for our senior trip on June 9th. We were pretty lucky because lines were pretty short, weather was nice, and I was able to enjoy like 6 rides before we got home at like 4:30. But it was really great. The day after, we had the National Honor Society and Gay Straight Alliance lunch at Outback. Thank you to Mayor Ganelli for sponsoring this wonderful event. The food was absolutely amazing, and it definitely made the hard work that students put into NHS and GSA very rewarding. The next day, we had Senior Awards Night. We had over 50 scholarships given out, amassing to over $80,000. Thank you to all the sponsors, and huge thank you to Mrs. Anno for organizing it. Today, we actually just had our NHS basketball tournament. There were 8 teams to compete for a gift card prize. I actually ended up playing my little brother in the finals. Luckily, I won, so I get to brag about that. Make sure to read the Literary Club's latest issue of Metamorphosis, which showcases poetry and artwork made by very dedicated and talented students. Congratulations to high school seniors Abigail Jones and Evan Papadopoulos, who are recipients of the North Jersey Interscholastic Conference Sportsmanship Awards. This was given at a banquet held at the Chart House. Also, congratulations to Abby for breaking a 31-year-old school record in the 400-meter hurdles. She placed first place in Hudson County with a time of 1 minute and 8.55 seconds. Thank you to Mrs. Jimenez and the students of the Art Club for creating a beautiful mural in the Media Center. It features landscapes and landmarks of Secaucus that pay homage to the beauty of this town. I know usually we meet over there in the Media Center. I wish that you guys could see it because it's truly remarkable. We have finals starting June 13th and it ends at June 18th. June 17th, we have our athletic awards night. June 19th, we have senior breakfast and cap and gown distribution for seniors. It also happens to be the same day as field day, so students are pretty booked that day. June 21st, there is a clothing drive from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the high school main entrance. There will be accepting old shoes and old clothes to support the class of 2026's project graduation. Chromebook collection will take place during school on June 23rd. On June 24th, a day before graduation, we have our senior clap out at Huber and Clarendon Elementary Schools. It's really awesome that we can go back to our elementary schools, see old teachers, and really get to reminisce about the times we had there. June 25th, we have our graduation ceremony at 6 p.m., and if the weather permits, it will be outside, so let's keep our fingers crossed for that. And later that night, we have project graduation at American Dream Mall from 9:30 p.m. to around 3 a.m. Also, look out for summer workshops. Stamp testing will begin on July 22nd and August 12th. It is on July 22nd and August 12th. New student orientation, August 25th. College essay writing workshop, August 27th. And understanding advanced placement workshop on August 27th as well. We have a college and career fair, September 29th, so beginning of next school year. And that's all. Yeah, so thank you all for letting me serve as this year's student representative. I really appreciate it. It's truly been an honor, and I thank everyone who has supported me along the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for your final student representative report, and it's been a pleasure having you be part of the board for the past year. And again, we wish you well
Thank you,
in
thank you.
college. And we'll let you go since it's 8:30, so. go ahead.
Actually,
Go
I made a mistake, I can't lie. There are a lot of names I have to read for the spring 2025
okay.
All
All right.
Division. Yeah,
Well,
so
then,
I'm gonna do that.
After you read
And
that,
I'll go
then you
right
can
there.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much.
He wants the spotlight a little longer. Go ahead, Paul.
All right, we're gonna begin with the boys. With baseball, we have Connor Michaelkovich, who won second team All Division, and Diego Vasquez, who won an honorable mention. For tennis, Xander Chin, first team All Division, Dhruv Katadia, second team All Division, Wyatt Chin, second team All Division, Yash Sachinandani, second team All Division, and Amo Gopalak, honorable mention. For track and field, we have Yusuf Abada, honorable mention, and Byron Mills, honorable mention. For volleyball, we have Steven Melendez, first team All Division, Lita Lona, second team All Division, Rishi Kapadia, second team All Division, and Wasel Sherpa, honorable mention. Moving on to the girls. For track and field, we have Mi Lai Rosario, honorable mention, Jasmine Zhang, Elizabeth Aquino, Soraya Rodriguez, and Abigail Jones, honorable mention relay. Abigail Jones, she won a lot of stuff during her season. So to begin, first team All Division 100-meter high hurdles, first team All Division 400 intermediate hurdles, second place in NJSIAA sectional meet 100 high hurdles, second place in NJSIAA sectional meet 400 intermediate hurdles, fourth place in Group 1 state championships 400 intermediate hurdles, and she also broke, as mentioned before, a 30-year-old and also a 45-year-old school record in the 100 high hurdles and in the 400 intermediate high hurdles. She was also just named first team All-County for the 100 high hurdles and the 400 intermediate hurdles, and that's all. Yeah, so good for her. And going to softball, Caitlin Tusa, second team All Division, Ava Lucy, second team All Division, Kaylee Bartletta, second team All Division, and Catherine Nardone, honorable mention. Finally, with flag football, they were NJIC Division and Conference champions. Julia Pozo won first place, first team All Division. Ava Lucy, first team All Division. Olivia Jesicek, second team All Division. Apollonia DeCanio, first team All Division. Ailey Tardu, second team All Division. London Okendo, honorable mention. Soraya Miranda, honorable mention. Giselle Allende, honorable mention. Catherine Nardone, honorable mention. Leslie DeMorla de Aza, honorable mention. And Brooke Hartung, honorable mention. That'd be all. Thank you.
Now you're done. All right.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Paul. Thanks again.
Yeah.
And congratulations to all of our student athletes on their accolades as well. At this time, I would like to invite up, I'm going to just call you Felicia Lott because I can't pronounce your married name, Felicia Lott, to do the performance report.
Hello, everybody. I am Felicia Chatreet. I am the Director of Elementary Education, Curriculum, and Instruction, and I am happy to be here tonight to share the school performance reports. This is not from this past school year. It's from the school year before, from the 2023 to 2024 school year. We got this information a few weeks ago, and I'm very happy to share it with you tonight. The school performance reports reflect the New Jersey Department of Education's commitment to providing parents, students, and school communities with a large variety of information about each school and district. These reports can be used as a tool to help evaluate whether all students have equitable access to high-quality education. Now, I'm going to give you an overview of these reports tonight and share some very exciting and good news that we got from these reports. But everybody does have access to these reports, and you can see any school district throughout the state of New Jersey. You can access these reports. You can scan the QR code behind me, or you are welcome to click the link at schooldata.org. You can also find this on our district website. So if you're familiar with our district website, click District Compliance and you'll see the performance reports as well. Now, what kinds of information do the school performance reports include? It includes everything you could ever imagine about a school district. Anything you are curious about, I encourage you to go to these reports and you will be able to find it. Just a few quick things that it does include is the district overview, demographic information, student growth, academic achievement, college and career readiness, school accountability, school and district narrative information, staff information, school climate and environment, and graduation and post-secondary rates as well. But literally anything you could ever imagine is on here. So there were a few updates every year. You know, the Department of Education will make a few little updates and a few additions to this. Just a few key ones was the chronic absenteeism data. We also have the Seal of Biliteracy data, which it was so great tonight to honor everybody who received the Seal of Biliteracy, and visual and performing arts, and high school persistence, and the federal 6-year graduation rates. Those were just little changes for the 2023 to 2024 school year. Here are our enrollment and demographics report. You're gonna see that this was from 3 years ago, but you'll see in 2023 to 2024, our enrollment did decrease a little bit, and it's nice to see how our district has grown and decreased over time through these reports. You can also see the demographic reports, how many multilingual learners we have, students with disabilities, economically disadvantaged. So just curious if you're interested in learning more about our district, these reports will show that information. We also have the student growth overview. Now this is a measure of how much students are learning each year. New Jersey's Every Student Succeeds Act state plan outlines that academic progress or student growth, which is measured by the median student growth percentiles, or that MSGP, on statewide ELA and mathematics assessments. Those are that NJSLA assessments our students took in May. Now, as you can see here, we are actually above everything in the state, which is really, really exciting here for our math and ELA, and you'll see as we slowly have increased over that time. We also have the assessment overview, gives you a lot of details about the NJSLA, the DLM, access, the NJGPA. I know that was a lot of acronyms there that I said, but there's a lot of acronyms in education, and they're all explained behind me as well on the screen, and a detailed explanation in the full report. Now, our state assessment data results, we have it from these 3 school years that are on the screen. You're gonna see that in 2023 to 2024 school year, we actually met the target for both our math and ELA, and we did not do that in the previous years. So that really is kudos to our teachers, our faculty, and our staff who are working with our students, as well as all of these students who are honored tonight for so many amazing things that they are doing in our school district. And our state results are also, the data is also showing this as well, that we are making huge strides in so many areas. We also have our graduation rates as well. Now, any federal changes, like I shared before, it does not impact the graduation requirements. We get that question quite often. At times, none of these changes are impacting any of those graduation requirements. Now, the graduation rates, as you can see, we really have grown. We went from 90% to now 97.1%. That's incredible. And you look at the state percent, we are way above the state percent as well. And we have chronic absenteeism and attendance. When I show you the next screen, I can't stress the importance of please sending your children to school. It is very important for us to teach them they need to be in school. You can see here that our chronic absenteeism has decreased, which that's amazing. That's what we want to see. And again, we are still way below that state rate as well, which is very nice. And we hope that this rate continues to decrease over time. And then here's by grade level, so it's nice because you can really see the chronic absenteeism for each grade level where we need to pinpoint to help improve that rate. We have our college and career readiness. You're going to see that the PSAT, we had 100% taking it, which is amazing. We also had the seal of biliteracy. I know since I want to give another shout out because we had everybody here tonight for that. Our district was 20.8%, while the state's only 9.6%. So it's really great to see that grow, and I do believe it's going to continue to grow over time. And student safety. You can see the number of incidents on this slide. Most of these things are single-digit numbers. When you see the state, it's in the thousands. So needless to say, we have a great security team. Jerry Mercado does a fabulous job overseeing that, and our schools are definitely safe, and we are very fortunate to have so many procedures in place to keep those numbers down. And finally, thank you for exploring these reports. These are the websites again, and I encourage you, if you have any questions about this, please reach out to me. If you do want to read more about our district or any other districts in the state of New Jersey, I encourage you to check out the school performance reports. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Citri, right? Citri. All right, I'm gonna get it one of these days. Thank you so much. Yes, very good, very impressive. Wait for everything back. Correspondence,
No correspondence at this time.
acting superintendent report.
The other night, the academic award program, it just shows you what you can accomplish throughout our time together here. Teachers, principals, school administrators, every one of us. It was truly probably one of the better ones I've ever been around. The kids themselves rooting for each other. There were so many people that received awards. It really was a special night. But as I said, I think it's a developmental thing for this town, for these schools. And I took a lot of pride in that as an alumni. And some of the scholarships that were given out by so many people that graduated school here. So it was a wonderful evening. So that's the kickoff usually for the last few weeks of school. And, it starts a little bit tomorrow with some exams and things like that. But I'll tell you, this is a special place. And last night, the other night at the Academic Awards, I was very proud of it. It really was. So I hope everybody enjoys the next few weeks of their senior year especially.
Thank you, Charlie. Business Administrator, Board Secretary report.
Yes, tonight at the end of the meeting, before board comments, the board will be voting on approving new business. And the new business is resolutions that we pass in order to operate the 25-26 school year. So I just wanted to explain to everybody why those resolutions were there. And it's for us to establish our new school year for the 25-26 year, which is so hard to believe that we've already gone through the 24-25 year. It just feels like time is whizzing past us. And I think it was a great and successful year for us. I think we did amazing things, as Mr. Voorhees has often commented. We are a great district. We do a lot of good, and the best part of all we do is for our children. So I just want to say thank you for a wonderful school year to our teachers and our faculty and our staff in the buildings. You are all amazing, and wishing you all a great summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Public forum agenda items. None? Okay, thanks, Pat. Governance, personnel.
So there are special education changes happening with classes being moved from Clarendon to Huber Street School. This situation creates a need for teachers to move from one school to another. Those changes can be found under school government in the agenda. Our business administrator, along with other contracts, have been approved. We will have 2 student interns joining us in the fall, which will benefit both those students and the IT department. Fall coaching stipends have been approved, along with summer hires, and then our 2025-2026 bus aid, bus drivers, custodians hiring. I'd like to make a motion to approve the recommendation of the acting superintendent to approve and adopt the resolutions R 1.01 through R 1.54 and motion M 1.01.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Mr. Bartletta?
Yes, I need to recuse myself from R 1.3.
What number left?
1.38.
Thank you. Mr. Bolognino?
yes,
Ms. Diodata?
Yes to all. I have to recuse from item R 1.43.
Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Mr. Diombre?
Yes.
Ms. Geller?
Yes.
Ms. Howard?
I'm voting no on Resolution R 1.14, and I need to recuse myself on Resolution 1.42, R 1.42.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
yes,
Policy?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Policy changes include who can physically hand out a diploma during our graduation ceremonies, along with the policy on AI plans and which are acceptable to use in our district. I'd like to make a motion to accept the recommendation of the acting superintendent to approve and adopt resolution R 2.01 through R 2.02.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll. Oh, go ahead.
I'd like to suggest that policy, the trustees, that all policy, all board members are aware of that, as well as that what the, are aware of it. I'm not sure if it's covered in policy.
Can I have a point of order?
So the policy that's being suggested is not one of the policies being recommended for action this evening. That would be appropriate for a later discussion during board member comments. The request from Mr. Lyons to refer a matter to the policy committee. It would not be appropriate to vote on this pursuant to this resolution. This resolution is only for policies that are being recommended for approval. Mr. Lyons is suggesting the development of a policy which would be appropriate for him to suggest a new business and then for the board to decide whether it should go to the policy committee.
No, I think Mr. Fogarty's saying that it's okay to request it. You just have to wait and say it during your board member comments, that's all. We can revisit it. Any other discussion? Call the roll.
Mr. Bartletta?
Yes.
Mr. Bolognino?
Yes.
Ms. Diodata?
Yes.
Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Mr. Diombre?
Yes.
Ms. Geller?
Yes.
Ms. Howard?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes.
Education Committee Curriculum?
Good evening, all. Education Committee met on June 5th, and as we are wrapping up our 24-25 school year, we have a lot of events happening in the district every day. I would like to mention some of the events. Secaucus High School had its 10th annual art show on May 6th. The show featured a collection of artwork from over 200 students and included ceramics, painting, drawings, fiber arts, and graphics art pieces. Congratulations to all the artists and their teachers. The annual Senior Academic Award ceremony took place on June 10th. The 2025 Secaucus High School College acceptance list is very impressive and covers colleges, trade schools, and universities from coast to coast. Congratulations to our graduating class, their teachers and families, and to our graduating class. We cannot wait to see what are you going to do next. Clarendon School Drama Club presented Madagascar this year. The show was very innovative, full of energy and humor. Congratulations to all the kids and faculty members. It was evident how much hard work and passion all of you put into the show. Clarendon and Huber schools had their band concert. It was a success. Our music program is thriving. Congratulations to all the talented kids and teachers. Our middle school had Evening of the Arts on June 9th. It was a very exciting and very clever event that combined art show and music. Also, I would like to give some of the updates on our special ed, ESL, and gifted and talented programs. I'll start with our ESL program. Our ESL program hosted breakfast for families on June 10th. Also, the district purchased a new program, ELITE. I think it's used to be ESL Library, to assist with ESL classes and help our English learners. Also, the district is waiting for the access testing results. The results will determine which students tested out of the ESL program. Okay, moving on to special ed. Mrs. Hennessy attended our meeting this month. We are getting ready for our extended school year program. The program will start on June 30th. We have about 105 students who are eligible for the program, and between 67 to 70 students, these are the numbers from last week, who are planning to attend the program. We are hiring 10 teachers, 20 teacher aides, and 2 speech therapists to work with kids in the summer. And the district is looking to another exciting SY summer. As we are wrapping this year, the district is also looking ahead to the 25-26 school year. Clarendon School will no longer be the only elementary school hosting special education classes. Beginning the 25-26 school year, students receiving special ed services who are entering kindergarten and first grade will attend their neighborhood's elementary schools. Moving on to gifted and talented. They're also wrapping up the school year with a number of very exciting events. Hudson County Academic Ball was hosted by Huber Street School in May. Geography B and Battle of the Books, and also high school STEM fair took place in June. Congratulations to all the participants. We are very, very proud of you. Okay, moving on to resolutions. So we have 3 resolutions today. I motion to accept the recommendations of the acting superintendent to approve and adopt resolution R3.01 through R3.03.
Second.
Before we go into the discussion period, I just want to clarify that currently, both at Clarendon and Huber Street, we have special education. It is not just specific to Clarendon at this time. It is within both schools. I just wanted to clarify that point. Discussion? Call the roll.
Mr. Bartletta?
Yes.
Mr. Bolognino?
Yes.
Ms. Diodata?
Yes.
Mr. Barry? Mr. Diombre?
Yes.
Ms. Geller?
Yes.
Ms. Howard?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes.
Operations?
So at this month's Operations Committee meeting, we discussed several things going on within the district. We were conducting interviews for new head custodian at the high school, middle school. We'll also be posting for a new head custodian at Huber Street School. We're conducting interviews for summer help. We also purchased additional 300 LED lights for the schools. We moved all stored student records from the storage unit on Flanagan Way
to Clarendon School, which was a savings of about $6,500 a year. The PAC year-to-date rentals were discussed. School due reports, we had 368 resolved tickets. As far as Huber Street and the Millridge School is concerned, we have project updates. We received a quote for an air conditioning unit that's going to be installed in the kitchen. We placed 3 new picnic tables in the courtyard. At Clarendon School, the crack on the floor in the B-pod has been fixed. 70 outdated smoke heads have been replaced. 2 covers have been installed over the pull stations in the E-pod, and the shed has been refurbished in the courtyard. At the middle school, high school, the antenna that was in the upper pack balcony has been moved onto the roof. The lighting project is still ongoing. And as far as finances, we discussed transfers and other financials out of district travel for the month. I make a motion to accept the recommendation of the business administrator, board secretary to approve and adopt resolutions R 4.01 through R 4.30 as described below.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Mr. Bartletta? Mr. Bolognino? Ms. Diodata?
Yes.
Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Mr. Diombre?
Yes.
Ms. Geller?
Yes.
Ms. Howard?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes, I need to recuse myself from 4.05 out of district travel.
Ms. Diodata?
Oh, yes.
I believe
I'm
you do as
sorry.
well.
Yes, Jerry, we both have. I also recuse myself from R 4.05.
Mr. Lyons?
Yeah, yes on all except for 4.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Buildings and grounds?
So I make a motion to accept the recommendation of the business administrator, board secretary to approve and adopt resolution R 5.01 through R 5.06 as described below.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll.
Mr. Bartletta?
Yes.
Mr. Bolognino?
Yes.
Ms. Diodata?
Yes.
Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Mr. Diombre?
Yes.
Ms. Geller?
Yes.
Ms. Howard?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes, except after excuse myself in R 5.04 as an employee.
Thank you.
Ad hoc committees, we had several committee meetings in the month of May. We'll start with shared services.
At our May 21st shared service meeting, we started by speaking about the funding of the education, special education department. We also discussed the beautification of the courtyards at both Clarendon and Huber Street School. We couldn't find a grant for these, so the town and district will work together on all the improvements. We discussed the CPAG committee and the interaction with the district. We also discussed grant writing. The town uses a firm called Millennium, and we as a district, we as the Board of Education will investigate this and possibly RFP for our own grant writer. And finally, the town asked about current enrollment and future projections.
Thank you, Lance. Nothing for legislation. Lance, again, athletics.
We have an athletic meeting in May. We did discuss mainly fall sports. The fall sports are coming out, so physicals and paperwork will all be given to students who will participate in the fall sports. So I please ask that everybody get their paperwork and physicals returned as soon as possible. I want to congratulate all the spring awards for a successful award season. On the 17th of June, the athletic awards ceremony will take place for all the senior awards.
Thank you, Lance. Technology, communications, Enrico?
Christina will do it.
I'm going to be giving the report.
Oh, okay,
On that one.
Christina.
So we discussed revisiting and restructuring the district and school websites to make them more user-friendly, as well as ensuring all the information is up to date. That is going to be a big push over the summer. Patty Kikuchi will be working with AJ from IT and school webmasters to streamline the workflow and process to update the site and processes to ensure the website is consistently updated as changes happen within the district. And finally, we're going to be making the district as a whole is looking to make a larger social media presence, which will include school s'mores, newsletters, upcoming events, and reminders to keep the community engaged and involved.
Thank you, Christina. Nothing for visions, nothing for negotiations, new business?
I make a motion to accept the recommendation of the acting superintendent and business administrator board secretary to approve and adopt resolutions R 2026.01 through R 2026.15 for school year 25-26 as described below.
Second.
Discussion? Call the roll?
Mr. Bartletta?
Yes.
Mr. Bolognino?
Yes.
Ms. Diodata?
Yes.
Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Mr. Diombre?
Yes.
Ms. Geller?
Yes.
Ms. Howard?
Yes.
Mr. Lewis?
Yes.
Mr. Lyons?
Yes.
Public forum, general? Nothing? Okay. Thanks, Pat. Board member comments?
I have a few. So I want to congratulate everybody that of the recipients of the awards tonight. I want to congratulate Paul and thank him for being part of. I am extremely proud to be part of such a well-rounded district of students. These children have proved to excel in all they do academically, athletically, and socially. So, I mean, it's really great to see all these honors that happen with our children of our district. I want to congratulate and thank our teachers, school administrators, and faculty in our district. Without all of you, none of this would be possible. And I want to wish everybody to have a safe and happy summer, since this is June, and the next time we meet, it'll be summer. And congratulations to all of our graduates.
I have something as well. As a board member that's conflicted with a lot of things, I try to attend as many assemblies and awards shows and drama plays as I can. And I did attend one earlier in the month by an individual named Jordan Toma that was set up by Mr. Treat. And it was probably one of the best assemblies I've ever been to. I mean, it was for the 4th to 7th grade students. It was here in the PAC. And I mean, he was the most engaging person I've ever met. And he was up there getting kids excited. And he was just fantastic. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He wrote a book called I Am Just a Kid with an IEP. And it's his story about how he came up and overcame everything. It was just a wonderful thing, and I highly advise if you don't, or if you haven't heard of him, to go on YouTube and search for him, because he was fantastic. So a lot of praise.
I'd just like to real quick congratulate not only all the students, but I think they got there because of all of our teachers. And I'm talking about all the way starting at pre-K, all the way up through 12th grade. Every teacher who has touched these kids, over $80,000 in scholarship, one kid more impressive than the next. And Mr. Voorhees, correct, they were all, describing the people, and the kids were so excited to see who that kid was and cheering them on, and they didn't care whether they got it or their friend got it, but it was really great. And to Kat Susano and guidance, the effort that went into that, and my son was one of the recipients, and he literally got a personalized invitation with his name. I mean, it was really a truly special event. Very well done. So thank you, teachers, administrators, Charlie, everybody, for everything you do for our kids.
ahead, Jerry, I'm sorry.
I don't know what committee to come under, but I think that the board needs to have discussions on the threats coming out of Trenton about the concerns with healthcare costs that are going through the roof and how that might impact our budget. They're saying it could be 30 to 40% cost increases for healthcare. So I'm not sure if that or how that will impact us, but for whatever committee would address that, I'm hopeful that we can get some information on that. I'd like an update on the long-range facility plan. As far as I know, ours was expiring in May. And if it is expired, that's something we need to work on. We've approved a $4 million budget for the architectural company, and part of that is developed through our long-range facility plan. So we really need to have a long-range facility plan so the architects can see where we're going to be going. The last time that plan was updated was 2020, and we need to have community input from that and board input, so I think it's something we need to work on. Is the letter from the CPAC included in our communication? There were several incredible points sent to us by that group, and I'm not sure if it's included in the communication section of our agenda. If not, I'm wondering if that's something that should be included in there. And I'm hopeful that Ms. Geller, through her involvement with the Education Committee, addresses some of the concerns that were raised by the CPAC community. I had asked for an update on the high school capacity, and we found out that some of the information had not been made available, so I'm going to continue to request an update on, they were able to give us our current enrollment, but I'd like to know what our capacity is for the high school. I had mentioned earlier, and I was requested to mention it during this time, if there's not a policy currently in our policy manual that will require any incidents be brought to the attention of the board, I'm requesting that we develop one. Maybe we can go through our Strauss Estimate Company or anyone else and see what we can do to find out of having that there. It's very important that the board is aware of everything that's going on, because we vote on stuff, and if we don't know, it's not going to be the best way to vote. If there's an update in any of the plans being made by the architectural company that we have hired, we'd like to see information on that. I thank the president for getting information on the board's self-evaluation. We're hopeful to be able to have that portal open soon so we can complete our self-evaluations. Thank you to the group that was here for the project, the hygiene project for the community. It was an amazing community service event, and it's very good because things like that can help students who are trying to get into the Junior National Honor Society. I attended the Junior National Honor Society recognition the other night, and it was an incredible opportunity to see the kids that were here, 24, I think it was, new students that were accepted into that. And that's something that can carry on to them through when they go through high school, and hopefully when they get out of high school to go into colleges and stuff. Finally, as an educator for 38 or 39 years, I'd like to thank all the staff members. Regardless of what your capacity is in our district, we appreciate what you do. I know that the security guards are not part of our district, but for the first ones the kids usually see in the morning are the bus drivers. Throughout the people they see the day, the educators, the support staff, our child study team members, everyone, thank you, and we hope that you had a very good year, and we appreciate all you do for the students in our district. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. Just to answer some of the things that you mentioned, the IT issue, New Jersey School Boards was having an issue with their IT, as I told you. So they are working on fixing that as of yesterday. They said it should be up and running soon. Hopefully, they're going to fix it on their end and let me know. No, of course, you're welcome. And also just, I met with Dina Gerbasio, was it yesterday, Grace? Grace, myself, and Tammy Hennessy met with Dina Gerbasio, who is the new president of the CPAC committee, and we had a very productive meeting, so looking forward to working closely with them.
There's one other thing I could bring up through the chair, President.
Yes?
I'm the chair of the Special Services Committee, and I was asked about a meeting, and I said the dates I could or could not make it because I teach. So I said I can't make it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays before 1 o'clock. I would leave work early when it's my prep time, but I can't leave during that time. I'm available anytime on Thursdays and Fridays. However, the meeting was held at a time that I couldn't meet, and I was told, well, that's the time City Hall is convenient. And after speaking to the mayor, that there are other times that we can meet. So I'm asking in the future, when you have a have a shared services committee meeting, that it's ensured that it's time that I can come, because I will not leave my classes. I'll leave my prep times or anything else. I want to go to those meetings, but if they're done during my teaching time, this I was notified less than 24 hours before the meeting was being held that it was being held at a time that I teach, which I can't do then. So I would appreciate in the future that they make sure that those meetings are held at a time that I can come. Thank you.
Yes, I think what happened, I know that Grace had sent out, the way that it works, usually Grace communicates with Gary Jeffers, is it Gary? And they come up with a couple of dates and times that the mayor can meet, and then Grace will come back to the rest of the board with those dates and times. And I know none of those dates and times worked for you, but that was dictated by the mayor's office. But as long as they're willing to cooperate and meet later, we'll definitely make sure that we do that for you. That's not a problem. You're welcome. Also, too, in regards to the policy issue that Jerry brought up, changing the policy for us to be updated for all of the things that happened during the school day, is that within our purview, Stephen?
It is not within the board's defined responsibilities. Typically, by statute and by policy, the superintendent is required to bring all personnel recommendations to the board. Now, if in fact there is a recommendation for disciplinary action, or there is a recommendation for an appointment, a promotion, a transfer, all of that comes to the board. I'm certainly willing to take a look at our policies to make sure that those policies are consistent with statute and state regulation. But generally speaking, not all personnel matters come to the board. There's got to be a recommendation from the superintendent with regard to that particular matter.
Okay, thank you. And
Through the chair, may I respond to that?
yeah, go ahead.
I do not want to discuss why I'm mentioning this tonight, because that would be a breach, and I'm not going to bring that up. But there are issues that need to be brought to the full board's attention, and I don't want to discuss what the issues are tonight here. However, I think everyone on this board knows what we had discussed earlier, and that's what I'm asking. I'm not looking for a daily routine of Mrs. Smith did X. I'm looking for anything that there's an incident that would require the board to be familiar with for us to make decisions moving forward.
Right, no, I'm clear on what you're asking, and I think that Mr. Fogarty is as well. And what I'm questioning is whether or not that's within our purview in terms of any time, let's say, for example, an employee gets reprimanded or written up, that comes to the board. That's the question. Are you clear on that, Mr. Fogarty?
I am clear,
Okay.
and I will look at the board's policies to make sure that they are consistent with statute and with regulation. I understand Mr. Lyons' concern. With that in mind, I will take a look at those policies and report back to you.
Okay,
Can I just make a comment on that?
yes?
I think it's more about the entire board being informed. I feel that there was an issue that happened in exec session, that there were some members of the board that actually had the details and other members of the board that did not have the details. So if we can all be informed if there's a situation like that, not some of the board having it, some of the board not, that would be helpful.
I have to disagree with you, Melissa. I think everybody had an opinion. I don't think anybody had any details, and, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Right. Everyone had an opinion. I don't think it was any specific information that I think people felt they weren't being told. I think people may have heard things outside of here.
No, I'm saying
That's-
there were certain members of the board in the exec session that knew the details of something that happened with something. And I don't want to get into details with it.
I don't think that's
And there was
true.
others that didn't. So I just felt that way because they seemed to have more information than we did until we asked the questions to why.
But that's
that
what
was
I'm saying. I think you're mistaken. I don't think that was the case. I think people had an opinion about it. I don't think, I mean, Grace, was anybody on the board told about what you discussed prior to the exec session?
May I make a suggestion to you?
I just don't want the public to talk about perception and optics. I don't want the public to think that something happened behind closed doors that didn't happen. So I want to be clear on that.
So I just think that what we should do, because I think we're doing our very best not to violate anybody's privacy rights or to violate the confidentiality of the executive session, and you're trying to do that in a way that's prudent. But my suggestion is that with regard to this issue, we issue a rice notice and that you have a discussion about it in your next executive session.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. To be continued. And once again, I just want to say on behalf of the board, congratulations to all the recipients. And on behalf of myself, I'm proud to be part of this amazing district. Happy summer to all the students and staff. Thank you.
Ms. Diodata, can I just respond to the long-range facility
Yes,
plan?
go right ahead.
Ms. Lyons, I'd just like to let you know that tonight on the agenda, we approved a resolution for $28,000 for land, and that's for the development of the long-range facility plan. Once that was approved tonight, they will start the process immediately, July 1st, and we will have a plan within 4 to 6 weeks that will be submitted to the county. I asked them if the district was in violation, and they said no. There are many other districts that are in the same predicament. And right now, the long-range facility plan at the time was not updated timely due to the fact that we have an acting superintendent and things were in flux, and we are now we're on the right path. So within the next, I'd say, 8 weeks, the district will have a completed and filed plan with the Department of Education.
Through the chair, to the BA, I appreciate that, and I'm glad that we're going to be moving forward on it. However, there's several steps that need to be taken, and including having community input to that. And this is something that we should be discussing, saying we have a routine, we have a foundation set up for that, because as we know, this is what develops everything. And I don't fault anyone for not getting it done. You know, over those 5 years, you've had several changes in leadership, and you had a pandemic. You know, so I don't expect everything to have been flowing as normal, but now that we're in a better situation, hopefully, I'm hopeful that we can get what we can, get the community involved, and get the whole board on this, so we know we have a plan to move forward. When you and I had discussed the long-range facility plan back in January, there were several things that have changed dramatically since that plan was developed long before I was here. And I'm sure there's going to be new changes coming up over the next 5 years. And I'm glad to see that we're going to be working on that so we have a good foundation for moving us forward, developing short and long-term goals. And I appreciate you taking care of that. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.